Wi-Fi on the goal line stand.
Yeah, credit to Logan Wilson punching it out and just being in the right place, right time. Got a few blocks along the way, and I was just worried about getting tracked down. I'm glad I made it to the end zone.
Zach joked that's why you do all those sprints in the summertime. That's why you do all that conditioning. Do you agree with that came in handy?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long drive leading up to that play, and I was pretty gassed, but, I definitely pride myself on being very well conditioned, and, yeah.
When's the last time you ran 98 yards?
Actually, in the summer, I do 110s. That black sheep with my trainer, Pat Coyne. Shout out to him, getting me ready. Yeah.
You grew up in Cincinnati. You're as Cincinnati as it gets. You grew up being a Bengals fan. Did you ever imagine when you were a kid that you'd make a play like what you made on the field?
Nah, you can't. You can't even dream that one up. It's pretty special, but I was just glad to see the looks on my teammates' faces because that was a battle. It was a tough-fought game. A lot of adversity, very physical, and to make the play and be the guy to come through is an amazing feeling. Not only for my teammates, but for the fans as well.
20 years from now, what are you going to remember about that play? The running, the sideline, what are you going to remember?
Probably the feeling of just running to the sideline and seeing everybody's face. You can't replicate a feeling like that in life. It's really special.
That had to be the best oxygen you've ever had.
Yeah. I think I was pretty dead the rest of the game after that, but that was well needed.
What was your responsibility on the play? You kind of bounced out a little bit. I mean, was your guy kind of crap? What can you take us into that?
Yeah, I'm just the contained player, and they kind of washed everything down, trying to jump over. Logan's just one of the most aware football players I ever played with. He jumped up, punched the ball out, and like I said, I was just in the right place at the right time.
How much on the field? How aware are you of how close Andrews was to kind of?
Yeah, I was watching on the big screen. I was like, he's coming, somebody block. I'm like, please don't get caught. That's all I was thinking about.
Tim Marcus said he wish you had gone the other way. I guess.
Yeah, I think Marcus got a good block for me, so I'm thankful for him because I know everyone was tired and everyone was a caravan into the end zone, so credit to Marcus too.
Did you hear Akeem said he yelled at you to pitch the ball to him? Did you hear that?
I always joke after, I think it was the Raiders game last year, I got caught, and I always tell everybody, if I get a fumble, just get behind me, I'm pitching it to you. But that moment didn't really call for it. I was taking it all the way.
This defense continues to make game-changing plays in the playoffs going back to last year. Trey talked about how much he loves that. Stresses fans out. But for you, as a player out there, to have the game on your back and to win it like this, how gratifying is it?
I think in the playoffs, you do it by any means necessary, and that's a divisional rival that knows our offense very well. We knew it was going to be a battle, but we got a lot of big-name guys on offense, but we know as a defense that we consider ourselves the heart and soul of the team, and we take pride in that, being like the unsung heroes. And that's something Mike Hilton talked to the defense about in our meetings the night before the game. So it's great to see it come to fruition so many times.
Obviously, it's a heck of a play by you and Logan, but I'm not sure if you've seen the replay, but did you see how Jermaine Pratt sort of stood him up before he could even get to the end zone? I mean, how key was his play, stopping his momentum and kind of keep him from getting out of there?
I haven't really seen too much yet, but I just know that Jermaine's just having an unbelievable year. He's an unbelievable teammate. Whenever it seems like we need to play, it seems to be Jermaine, and that's not by accident. So, no surprise to me that he was involved.
Would you like to know your top speed on that?
Yeah, sure.
17.4 miles per hour. How's that? Do you clock that in practice? Do you use that?
Yeah,
what's the number?
I would have liked to get into the 18s. I've been up there. Me and Trey actually try and get our top speeds after practice on Thursdays every week. He's usually in the 20s. I'm trying to get into the 18s, but I got knocked for my 4.95 at the combine, and I don't think that matters much now. But yeah.
You actually ran 123 yards total. So that's you're going past the 110s at that point. I imagine it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I just think after I don't know how many play drive. I was just with DJ and the other D lineman. Everyone was so gassed. They said like they saw me taking off and no D lineman chased after me. They're like, got it. Yeah. So it's funny.
When did you know you could maybe take the thing to the house? When did you think maybe you could?
I was just playing football. It kind of just fell in my hands, and you just go. And yeah, like I said, I was looking on the jumbotron. I've never really been in that position, but it's a good feeling. I see why the offensive guys like it.
Did it fall in your hands, or did you touchdown like that? When's the last time you
Miami, I think
Okay, we
won the
actually ran
game.
some.
Yeah, won the game in my rookie year against Miami as well.
Did you see the ball and go to catch it, or did it fall?
Yeah, just right there, just punch right there. Crazy.
Were you hoping nobody would knock it out from behind you? I mean, how much was that on your mind?
Yeah, we actually, we have meetings every week about, ball security, seeing clips from around the league of guys just getting the ball punched out, and it's always don't be that guy. So as soon as I got it, I put it here, 5 points of contact, like they preach, and I was like, nobody's getting this out. So that's an emphasis, and credit to our coaches for making us aware. What's that? Yeah, Justin. Yep. Once a week, and usually defensive guys are, they make sure we're engaged too because we find ourselves in that position a lot.
Did you think about the Raiders game at all? It came down right down to the Raiders like last year.
Yeah,
Same thing.
that's the one that kind of scarred me. That's why I always say, get behind me. I'm gonna pitch it to you. I'm not getting caught again. But
I'm
I mean,
talking about the wild card game last year. It
Oh.
was the same kind of the same finish almost. There.
yeah, I mean, it comes down to that. Every playoff game, it feels like where we're either up and gotta get a stop to win the game, or get a stop to give our offense a chance. And you just got to stare adversity down and not flinch. And that's what I said to the team. I don't care who's playing on the other side. It's going to be a battle in the playoffs.
Logan said that, if Huntley went over the top, he was going to go for the ball first. I mean, is the fumble even in your mind? Is a possibility at that point in the game?
Yeah, I don't know. Logan's smarter than I. I was just trying to get some penetration and get the stop because that's what our defense does. We just scratch and claw and try and defend every yard
Sam,
as best we can.
Sorry, with that being a playoff record, your return, Logan started the play, you finished it. Who gets the ball? Who's keeping it? Is it yours?
I think I have it. Yeah, but and I mean the whole defense got game balls, so I don't know. Cut it in half and give them the other half.
Yours to keep. You can just come over and look at it every now and then.
Yeah. No, I'll cherish that one. That's probably going on the middle of my display now.
What's the funniest or most memorable thing one of your teammates said to you after you scored?
I can't even remember. I was mic'd up, so we'll see what happens.
Wow.
First ever mic'd up game, so.
What does it mean, this team, first time ever in franchise history, they've won playoff games in back-to-back years. You were here for some of the lean years. How gratifying is it for you, and what does it say, what direction this is going? You weren't a one-hit wonder. You guys have now won back-to-back years in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it says something where we weren't, last year I knew that we had to break the curse or whatever, but this year we weren't worried about the past or anything. It's a whole new team, era, whatever you want to call it, and that's just the mentality we have. We're not worried about curses or pasts or anything like that. We're just on to the next.
How much of that feeling kind of comes from the way that Burrow being here and kind of the presence he has? How much of that kind of resonates and has the feeling that you guys have now?
Yeah, I think it has everything to do with it because it all starts. It's a quarterback-driven league, and we got our guy, and his mentality and composure and poise resonates throughout the team, and we kind of go as he goes, and him, he's our leader. That's at the end of the day.
Sam,
That play you made, the fumble return, how much does that remind you of the back-to-back sacks you had on Mahomes in the AFC Championship? Not taking away from that, but making big plays like that. Does that kind of remind you of that? Where does that kind of rank for you?
I said this last year, but something my mom has always told me even since I was little, just, in moments like that, I always just happen to play my best, and I pride myself on that, but, I think that pressure and situation and preparation brings the best out of me, and I love being in those moments.
Have you looked at your phone?
Yeah, it's pretty blown up. Yeah.
Sam, if you ask players or coaches of this team, they say that you're kind of the heart and soul of this defense, and Joe Burrow just was talking about just how you are basically what this team tries to embody. How much pride do you take in knowing that you're kind of the guy that sets the tone for this team?
It's great compliments. I didn't know they said that, but I really appreciate it. I just try and be the best teammate that I can, day in, day out. I think that it's a lot more fun when, you know, you're happy for other guys because, you know, it takes you further, and that's just the way I was raised, and I appreciate my teammates recognizing that.
What was the environment out there like tonight? What was the crowd like? Was it like Buffalo? Was it like?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I think our fans are some of the best fans in the NFL. I would compare, I mean, environments similar or better than college, Ohio State. It was special. I never thought I'd see that day here in Cincinnati, but it's been a long road. I'm glad we got that type of energy here.
Sorry if you've been asked this, but Jesse's hustle play to knock Huntley out at the 2 to set up that whole goal line situation. Was there a sense at that time that you guys could make that play lead to something better?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know how many times we've been in that situation where somebody's got somebody on the ground and we bowed up to either get a turnover or let 3 points. It's just like, you know, you don't want to be that guy that gave up and let them in and gave them something free. You always want to be that guy that gave us another chance and let somebody else make a play, and that's just our mentality. So it's nothing new to us or Jesse. He's done it so many times before.
After that touchdown, after your touchdown, you shut them down. They didn't score another point. Did that just propel the defense and give you guys the confidence needed, but to kind of carry this team to a win, because you guys got multiple stops after that as well?
Yeah, I think we got a great play by Cam Sample and Mike Hilton. Joseph Osai, just, you know, guys just rolling. You know, when I was down, those guys stepped up big time. We just got so many great guys in this locker room that, I don't know, it's hard to put into words, but when you're, I mean, we've been in that spot where you're in the playoffs, it's not going how you pictured. Everyone thought we'd be blowing them out, and you just gotta, you know, rise to the occasion, and all you gotta do is win, and you just do that by sticking together. And you know, I'm glad to be that guy that made a play to kind of change the momentum a bit.
Is sticking together why you guys handle adversity so well when it's come up often in the last two close seasons?
Yeah, that's something as a captain and a leader on the team I just think is so important, because as soon as you start turning on each other, then you got to play the other team. You can't be fighting amongst each other. There's always something everybody can do better. You know, we never point fingers. We never blame the offense, special teams. It's really just a collective effort of what I can do better, and that's why I love playing with these guys.
You said couldn't have dreamt it any better. Did you imagine what it would be like to be a fan in the stadium watching you? what would that been like for you? You've been in that spot.
Yeah, no, I had a bunch of friends and family out there today, and I think we put on a pretty good show.
What exactly did you see on the scoreboard?
I just saw someone getting way too close to me, way too fast, and yeah.
When was the last time you had oxygen during a game? Is that a regular occurrence at all, or is it like just like what you did?
Yeah, no, I just, you know, that's the combination of the drive, the run, the adrenaline, it takes it out of you. I felt like my legs were dead the rest of the time, but I'll be in good shape for next week.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, thank you.